Today we go over Star Wars Episode 9, the final installment of the sequel trilogy. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Episode 9 is going to be bringing tons of new characters into this film, as well as returning characters such as Luke, Lando, Leia, Rey, Kylo Ren, Finn, Poe, Maz Kanata. The list goes on, right? And looking at Episode 9, these past couple of weeks or so, we have been learning about this movie a whole lot more when it comes to the principal photography stage, when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the scene schedules, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with Rey, R2-D2, and yes, even Emperor Palpatine. Specifically, Rey and R2-D2 inside of an abandoned ship that appears to be massive. It may or may not be a Star Destroyer. Rey eventually stumbles upon a holocron. The next description goes over Rey having visions of Palpatine through the ages till his death. One of the other visions has Palpatine holding an obscure device. So, just a couple of weeks ago, we heard about the potential presence of Emperor Palpatine in Episode 9. One of the other descriptions went over his hologram being presented in front of Rey inside of a vault that contained many different Jedi and Sith artifacts. The other was a painting of Chancellor Palpatine before he was disfigured by the lightning that was being, reflected from Mace Windu's lightsaber. So looking at Episode 9 here, now it seems as though that Rey comes across a holocron when she's when she's on a travel during, these adventures with R2-D2, it seems, where she comes across a holocron and she has visions of Emperor Palpatine. Now, again, like I say, if you look at all the different novels that have released these past couple of years, one of my favorite ones is Aftermath. The Aftermath series mentions Palpatine a whole lot, and it goes over his interests of Jakku, and aside from all of that, we do know that he actually felt a presence within the unknown regions. Apparently he felt Snoke's energy from afar. So there are a lot of connections between Emperor Palpatine and sequel trilogy content, etc. So going into the sequel trilogy here, specifically with Episode 9, it seems as though that apparently Rey and R2-D2 will be paired up together in this movie, kind of similar to Luke and R2 in Return of the Jedi and all the other films as well. It seems like that Rey is trying to connect with yet another character in The Last Jedi, and at the very end of The Force Awakens, she was paired up with Chewbacca. Now the word is that Chewbacca is going to be paired up with Lando. So to have Rey kind of have R2-D2 by her side kind of really is a callback to Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi and the other movies as well. So the whole entire concept of Emperor Palpatine coming in the form of a vision in front of Rey, to me sounds honestly very exciting, and if this actually does come into fruition for the final installment of this trilogy by J.J. Abrams, I think not only is it due for him to return in the form of a cameo, but I think it could very well be done in a significant way that'll make a whole lot of sense, that will just click for a lot of Star Wars fans around the world there. Now, Emperor Palpatine, right, very iconic figure in the Star Wars franchise. I think it's pretty much, due to actually have him in the form of a cameo in Episode 9, no matter how big or small, right? If you just throw him in there for a couple seconds, I will be very much happy with that. I mean, heck, we got Darth Vader's helmet in The Force Awakens, we got some references of him in The Last Jedi. However, aside from Vader, why not have a little bit of Palpatine in there? And it seems as so that they are trying to toy around with that idea for this movie. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.